It'll stay.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you were saying
No. So
About women.
Let's try to. No, I was just thinking about when the fact that I find some women who have a muscle tone attractive, right?
Yeah.
So I think sometimes in the drawing you can see I give them a little bit bigger shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not bigger shoulders, but like sculpted shoulders. Okay. So, and when I say that to other people, they find it weird, right? They find it strange. But again, I also have my limits. There are certain physique that I like, which I somehow feel attracted, but I don't know why. But there's also the extreme version, right? Like the girls who look like really so I'm not into that. So there is something about a woman with sculpted body. Okay? So I don't know if it's because I draw or because it's.
we can go into
Because
that. Like, there's a
maybe
reason why.
because- yeah.
There's always like you
Yeah.
probably picked it out when you
Yeah.
you were growing up. Like people have
Exactly.
these fascinations that they have these complex relationships with their mother, and how they are in society that they shape over time into having these weird fetishes. Right?
Yeah.
Like
So-
personally, me, if I was to give my side of it, I was hanging out with these like American girls, right? And I was obviously very vocal about my fascination for like the Asian women and all of that. And we would always be like, I would be hanging out in Bangkok and I'd be pointing at girls and I'd be like, you see that one over there? And this one girl, she put it in a way which I couldn't put it in that way before. She said like, you like ditzy girls, don't you? And I was like, that's exactly how it is. Like, I like the petite, small, slim, slender.
So that's like Dixie.
Ditsy, Ditsy, Ditsy. A little bit, not too confident or a little bit shy.
Yeah.
That. And I was like, that's like spot on. That's like on target. Like, and there's a reason why that is.
No, I think to talk to for the other side, I know I have this friend. I met her in a meetup, and then after the meetup, we went to a club, and we were like drinking and having a drink, and
Forrest playing the game.
No, and we are commenting about different people, of course, like, and she looks at like a group of men, and she says like, I find that guy cute, right? So I'm like, oh, like. She finds maybe older. There were some old guys, not old, like 40, like in the 40s, middle age. But then she showed like it was a guy with a cap with glasses, like a geeky, nerdy guy.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, so you're into this. Okay, so that's and then we danced, and then we just went home, and then we're still friends. Like, we go out and
just
stuff.
friends.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
no,
all right.
it's friends. And this is where I'm getting at.
Sure.
And then so now she has a boyfriend, and she shows me the picture of a boyfriend, and guess what?
He's a geek.
Yeah, he's like the guy who like with glasses, the shy guy who like So okay, she was into that, right? Okay, so when to come back to the women who are like muscular, I think. So I can always find reasons for. I can try to rationalize the way I feel, right?
Right.
Like I said, one of the ways can be because I draw. One of the ways can be because I grew up loving women in comics, like Catwoman. They have a certain body type, right? And also there is a thing like when you say that you love those kinds of Asian girls, there's a part of us that wants what we don't have, right? Or what we don't see. Like in India, I never saw like confident women who took control of their body, right? So
You didn't see that?
no,
You never saw that?
no, I never saw that.
Interesting. I see a lot of that.
Okay, because you're from New Delhi, I'm from a small
right.
town in
Right. Probably
in the
that's-
south of India. So
Yeah.
and also I think there is a certain. I think men also have that. Like men who have a great body, they also have a certain confidence that other men
Of
don't
course.
have. Like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan talks about the hunter confidence. Like some people who are hunting, they have something that the normal the I don't know. The normal
Yeah, we've
guy
talked
wouldn't
about this
have.
before.
Yeah.
Like, it's the size of your arms. Like, the words
Yeah.
that you manufacture, like the
Exactly.
words that you make,
So-
are a function of how big the other person's arms are.
So if you have to rationalize, I guess another reason would be I feel like so they have this confidence and they I just find a woman who gets this confidence from something that she worked at, like a body, rather than money, makeup, or things like that. Right?
Okay.
So maybe there is something there, right? So the reason why I'm talking about this example and to say about you insinuated or you said when I said just friends, like people always say like men and women can't be friends and so on.
Yeah.
So when I say that I love these muscle toned women, people always say, like especially men, like my friends, they say, really? That's So I think in their mind, what's happening is that if I put myself let's say someone else tells me that, like, I think people imagine whenever they talk about women, I'm not saying all the women, but especially like attractive women, automatically men imagine themselves having sex with those women.
Fair enough.
So I think when they imagine having sex with the women that I describe or the women I say, I think they think that it will not be pleasing because they
Power
want
complex,
the softness
dude.
or they
It's a
want the
power
silky,
complex.
whatever,
Yeah.
right? Now this is very primal, right? Like,
Lizard brain
but
shit.
then at the same time, I'm saying like but just because I said I'm attracted to those women doesn't mean that I want to fuck them. There's a difference between like there are women.
Interesting.
I could be totally attracted to a woman and just be like friends with her. I've done that. Actually, I've done that a lot. I'm an expert at it.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but that's probably just a failure on your part. Like,
well,
if you're attracted to them, then like what?
Yeah, but there's
you
also,
can't get it up, or
yeah, but
what is
there's
it?
also a part where if I okay, so I think we talked about this also. Like for the moment, the reason why I'm not giving it a shot or what I gave up trying to find a girlfriend for the moment is because first I think like I said I don't want this flow of creativity to be interrupted for some reason in any way, shape, or form. But there's also I just have this thing like the place I see. I don't mean the place of women in society, but the place of a woman in a relationship with me. I don't see other role for her than to fuck me like that. I don't see what other thing she could give me in life that I'm missing that I don't already have or that I
True. Yeah.
like,
I could
okay.
pretty much say the same thing.
Yeah. For example, I don't have money, but I don't need a woman to get the money. Like, I just need to work at my craft and.
So then the conversation then goes to this place where we, like, what is it that what else can they?
So
like, what else is that in the transaction?
Yeah.
Like,
So to respond to the thing, not that I'm offended, but it's like. I do. If I feel that what the woman wants is just sex, we have sex only. That's fine. But it's if I feel that she wants something more, that's when I get uncomfortable. So
that's fair enough.
And then
yeah.
I'm rather
false
comfortable
promises.
with being their friend, right?
Right.
So just a second. Yeah. So
That's actually pretty cool. You don't want to be going around breaking hearts and all that, right?
But
I could say the same for
there was
myself,
a moment,
which is I
yeah.
think that's why I'm not in a relationship also.
But there was a moment when I thought that every girl was friend zoning me, right? There was a thing, and I was one of those guys who used to watch videos about how to get out of the friend zone, and I'm guilty. But what else do you do? Like you don't. Internet is your best friend when
you have
when you don't have anyone to
problem.
have deep discussions about. So. So yeah, sorry, I cut you off. So you were saying, so you're in the same.
Yeah, I think I was in the same boat, and I said exactly the same thing to myself. I'm like, if there's nothing else on offer, like then why go all the way, right?
Yeah.
And if I can't see it myself, maybe there is something like it's just the lack of my experience or whatever you want to call it, where I don't know what else is it that you're getting, and I can't point at it and be like, that's what I want. And up until that point, I'm just gonna be doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we don't need to go into that.
No, but like what I was going to say is that just So we covered the fetish side of relationship.
Yeah.
We covered, like, I wanted to say that just because I found someone attractive doesn't mean I want to fuck them. Maybe there is also this complex of
But there's a reason for it. Like that's what
wanting.
we
There
talked
is a
about.
reason for it, but I
Right.
think maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm like Robert Crumb. I want to be dominated by a woman. Like,
Sure.
like, for example, I find Wonder Woman very attractive, and the creator of Wonder Woman, William Moulton, Marston, um, he had a theory about. So he was one of the early practitioners of like BDSM with his wife, and actually he was a professor. He he found out about the relationship between blood pressure level and lying. So he's one of the inventors
Oh.
of lie detectors. That's why Wonder Woman has a lasso of truth. And he was living with two women, his wife and his student who was 18, and they were having like a
Three-way BDSM.
ménage à trois,
Menage a trois.
Yeah.
What is that?
it's like
A fancy
people,
word, French word for threesome.
a triangular relationship, right? So,
Awesome.
and he had this theory about loving submission, which is, he said, if women, for example, if women run a country, he said that there will be, of course, flaws because they are human, but he said that there will be a certain level of compassion compared to if the dictator was a woman, and compared to a
Right.
dictator if the
Yep.
dictator was a man, there will be definitely a leaning. She will lean towards compassion more. I don't know. This was just
Sure.
a theory, but
Right.
but that's where the idea of Wonder Woman comes from. Like, there's a
That's
big part in the comics, and even in the movie. She talks about compassion, but they really didn't understand the idea in the movie. But anyway, the comics, they totally understand what that is. So yeah, so I don't like. Okay, so let's do the devil's advocate, which means like someone who would be giving us advice or commenting on what we say, which is, we don't see any other value in women in the relationship other than sexual activity. So
Right.
sexual relationship.
If somebody else would hear that, I think the one response I would expect would be like, "You're damaged goods, son." I don't know what else. What else could it be?
But well,
I mean, lay it out for us, because I don't know.
damage goods or relic or ruins for me. Well, no.
Something like that.
But what I uh, what I was thinking is, if shit, I lost the train of thought.
Find it again. Get a ticket. Get
so-
back on that train.
Yeah.
We were talking about the reason, like, what else could it be? Playing devil's advocate, like
Yeah, so-
what it is that we could be getting from a relationship. That
So
we
I
can't
also
see.
wrote an advice that I was thinking about, again, a single guy thinking about relationships, right? I mean, I think we should be able to, because we should be able to have conversations. It's like saying to a guy who doesn't have kids, you can't talk about kids.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
talk about kids. It's just that,
Yeah.
So,
That's one of the things. That's exactly one of the things that people who are so vocal about they don't want to have kids, and they have these wild theories and explanations. Like they sit in their groups and they talk about how it's horrible. Does any one of you have a kid, right?
Yeah.
So like the whatever it is that you're absorbing, you are a third party. Like you're getting secondhand information for it. Like up until you do it, you actually don't know, right? And that's, we can see that for.
it's like saying,
I've never been in a relationship.
Yeah, just
ever.
it's like saying, just because you got a job as an engineer, you are a great engineer. No, it's just like I can be a shitty engineer.
Right.
Just because you have a kid doesn't qualify you or doesn't make you expert.
That's there, but it's a
parent.
start, right? I
Yeah,
think
it's a start. What I'm
You
saying-
can wax philosophical
So-
about how the world works if you've not seen it with your own eyes, then, right?
So again, to come back, so like I said, to comment as a single guy commenting on relationship, I thought, so why do relationships fail? Okay, so the basic idea would be that it's basically two people with both their experiences, their life, like their baggage, and they have expectations, and then they have an end goal of sorts. And when that end goal doesn't
doesn't seem likely that the end goal will be achieved.
When they can't reach the end goal,
I mean, that happens all the time, right?
Okay.
Like, girl wants to get married and settle down, and the guy is just like, no, I want to fuck around more.
Exactly.
So they break up.
Zizek,
Oh boy.
he said that, one of the, the funny question that women can ask is like to a man, like, why do you love me? If I can give you a reason why I love you, it's not real love, actually. It's not true love, because there is a mystery about. I think there is. So I just put. That's why I put the quote today. Good art is creating without knowing, for no reason, and I think I really believe in that. Like, there's something inside you that wants to speak out, or write something, or draw something, or make a game, or make
write a comic book,
make children. That's
exactly
not,
yeah.
So, but you don't know why you want it, but you want it, right? So there is a programming, for lack of better words. So again, we said, okay, we don't see what the other person can bring to you as a relationship, but not actually. We are contradicting ourselves, because if we say that relationships shouldn't have goals, they should be the process in themselves. They should be the end in themselves. They should not be a means to an end.
Okay.
So this was an idea that I'm experimenting. I think the relationships that work are not relationships with. I mean, of course, you need some direction.
I mean, there's always a way to explain it, right? Yeah. I don't think it's a contradiction, really. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, but then if I tell people, like, I'm not dating. I mean, I don't want to look for I'm not actively looking for a girlfriend, because I want to find. I don't want to. I want to find. I want to find another reason for a relationship, right? But if I don't try. If I
then
don't
you
actually
find out.
Yeah, if I won't find out. So it's like a.
But you have tried.
I have tried, yes.
So why is it that you didn't find out already?
I don't know. Maybe I should just keep trying.
maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're not one of them. Maybe it's not for you.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm.
Yeah, but again,
like, I want to discuss. Like, I want to know.
Both of those answers will be found only by trying. If you don't.
Okay, I take this argument. Like, at this point, I'd be like, you don't teach a fish how to climb a tree.
Okay, yeah, and also I would also say, like, you can't taste the food just by looking at the menu. You have to taste it. Sometimes it will be good. Sometimes it will be bad.
Or sometimes,
you just keep trying.
Maybe you just don't have a taste for Thai food, and you're in the wrong goddamn country, right? You should haul your ass back to New Delhi and have butter chicken. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm playing devil's advocate as well. Like, I know. Like, if I've been in a relation. I know I've not been in a relationship. I was with one girl for probably like a month and a half. Like, it doesn't count, right? It doesn't count. Like, I'm not attractive to women. I am not looking for anything that takes my time, right? I'm not looking for that.
You just said you're not attracted to women. Not?
No, I'm not attractive to. I said attractive.
Okay. Okay.
But we can go there also.
We can talk about that, because that one of the things that I mean, again, when you compare yourself in the dominance hierarchy, you just put yourself at the low end, right? But I remember you gave me the example of you going to a meetup and then two guys talking about you. So I said, you are a big fish in a small pond. Like, maybe you're in the wrong pond.
Right, but I mean, the statistics prove otherwise. Like, of all the totem poles that you've been in your life, and if you're always sorted to the bottom of them, right, then obviously you're doing something wrong. That's like the signal that the universe is giving to you that you need to fix yourself up. Right?
Yeah.
If you don't listen to that, you're probably stubborn, or it's just something that you're doing wrong. Like, you probably don't want to be doing that.
But my theory is that, okay, so
I mean, why else would I be in Bangkok
saying is that
alone?
we should try, and just to find out, maybe, like, for example, like some people try to find the meaning of life, and maybe at the end they won't find it, but at least they are trying, right? Like, at least.
So how is it that I'm supposed to try this? Like, should I be more open to relationships? Like, sure, I might say that on average I'm not attractive to women, but at the same time I've also had those women who have been attracted to me and they
Yeah.
wanted something permanent, and I was just like, not happening, right?
It's okay.
Maybe
So-
I just
so
shied
then-
away from
so
it. Maybe
then
I
it's
should
okay.
have tried
then,
it.
Then it's again we are a process, so you can discuss about that. Like I think even when you're married, it's not going to be all like romantic and
Of course not. I mean,
like
there's
positive
plenty
vibes
of evidence.
and so on.
Yeah.
Like
Hashtag
like at least
positive
once
vibes only.
at least once per week you can do all that, like that's just like you can all do all that, like out of love. But there is a point where you do have to have a rational discussion with your partner where you say like, wait, you did this, I didn't like it, like you like, and then you say like, yeah, well, no, I did this because this, and like you need to
Buddy,
have
love is love. Like we've talked about this before.
Sure,
I think
yeah.
it's a luxury that is made exclusive for
Yeah,
higher
but love-
sapiens, man. It is just, you have to be at a different level. Like you have to be like, we can be sitting here rationalizing these things, like breaking it down with our logic.
that's what I'm saying. We can't
There is a barrier. There is like a void that some people exist on the other end. That
So
they,
what I'm saying is that whether you might be right or I might be right, but
I'm not trying to be right. I'm just talking about it.
Yeah, sure. But like you might say that, like you're like you are not the kind of person that will fit into a long-term relationship with a
Traditional
stable
long-term.
job and
Yeah.
stuff and car and dog and
A car.
and painted yellow with a red car and but
You won't know if
I can also you can also say like maybe I will find that person, right? But the way we will find it out is just by like
By
interacting,
experimenting.
like just going and then
Oh, so if you're talking about that, I'm pretty sure it'll happen. This is this guy talking
Okay,
right
okay.
now.
Okay, sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
life experiences hopefully are gonna happen if I don't
Yeah, that's
smoke
fine.
like a
That's
chimney
fine. Okay.
for the next 2 years.
and by the way, like
And
to your
it'll happen. People change, right?
to your label about you're unattractive to women, you just contradicted yourself because you said women were attracted to you because
I mean,
but-
I was
but
just
what
talking
they
about the
wanted was not-
statistics, right?
Okay.
Like
So-
the circles that I belong to.
okay, so when I
The
was waiting
circles
for
that-
you, I was thinking about I know everything is in circles.
Everything's in a bubble, man.
Sure,
It depends
sure.
on what.
No,
I
sure,
walk around
sure.
the streets in Bangkok
Yeah,
and girls
yeah.
are always looking at me.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Right? In Delhi, they don't do that because
Yeah.
I'm not in a car,
Yeah.
right? Like, duh. It depends on. It all
So-
depends on where you are.
Like when I was waiting for you, like I was thinking about so I was just and like a lot of people just walking around and I saw a white guy with an Asian girl just walking and some workers who finished work from the construction near the restaurant and going home, right? And one of the guys, he was looking at the couple, like with the stare,
Yeah.
the look. So I was like thinking, like, what must be he thinking? Like he must
Yeah,
be thinking the
I-
same thing
I love
as you.
doing that.
He must say to himself, like, I'm unattractive. Look at that beautiful Asian girl. Like,
Right.
she's Thai. She can speak Thai. She's born here. She grew up here.
Hmm.
I was born here. I can speak Thai. I
Yeah.
grew up here, but I can't. Like I can't approach it.
I can't reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it depends on what you're shooting for, also. Like, I can be in a place where I'm attractive to all the women there, but I don't know how to even describe what that circle looks like. I'm right now, as we speak, where this discussion is being recorded, I'm in Bangkok.
Yeah.
All right, there are Asian girls everywhere.
Yeah.
They speak Thai. Some of them speak English. I don't speak a word of Thai. Like, I can hit on girls by saying hello. Like, that doesn't count, right? Where was I going with that? Yeah, I'm
You were
an
saying you
Indian
were in a
dude,
different
right?
world.
Yeah, I'm an Indian brown guy
Yeah.
in Bangkok, right? It's like you're already sorted to the bottom of the totem pole because it's written on your face that you're not made of money, that your government is not going to take care of you if you lose your job. You don't own an apartment in the suburbs of, I don't know, Hilversum or whatever. I don't know where you're from, right? Like, you could be in some first world whatever. And girls here, at least some of whom I've met, they have that idea of, how the West is just awesome and this and that, which is fair. I'm not saying they're like ignorant or anything like that. That's their perspective. That is what they got when they were growing. They grew up, how they grew up. They were told that is awesome. And I come from some, shithole in New Delhi, right? So obviously, given the variables of this current, situation, of course you're not attractive. Like, you go to those
Yeah, but-
bars, dude. Like those white dudes walk in and they're just like throwing their money everywhere.
Yeah, but
I mean, I can be throwing my money everywhere. I've done it. It just doesn't work the same way.
Yeah,
But I know what you're talking about. You're talking
So-
about like my self-awareness of the fact is me putting myself down,
There's,
right? Which is not the case. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about facts. I'm
No,
not talking
what
about my
what I'm
feelings
hoping
or
is that-
anything like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. So again,
I don't do that shit.
I
If I had
consider
a heart, I
myself,
would.
even though like I mean, all the satire and criticism and complaints that comes out of my mouth, I'm a really positive guy. Like, so what I'm saying is that even though if I don't see, because the way I see women changes every 7 years, so
Interesting.
so what I'm saying is that this will change. Like this will.
That's exactly
like,
what I
will-
said also.
yeah.
Like, what I'm talking about right now is just this guy talking. This guy is not going to be around here in a couple of years, right? It's going to be someone else.
So maybe if I listen to this conversation like 7 years from now,
Yeah,
it
bro.
will be,
Share it on Google Drive. We'll both look at it 7 years from now and we'll talk about it. And here's hoping we're not in the same place. Or at least here's hoping I'm not in the same place.
Yeah, but it's
But what?
it's almost so again like when my one of the ideas that I had was like these big things that we were trying to understand, like life, art, violence,
Love.
love, things. I felt like somehow I don't know why. If you understand how it works, one of them works. I think you could get the keys to the other ones. Like,
Yeah.
as an artist, I would say like listening to other artists, reading about art and thinking about art, writing about it. There's a key to it. Like for example, I want to create, but I don't know why. Like when you and I think there's something about the love, right? Like I love this person, but I don't know why. Or violence, like I want to do this, but I don't know, there's something probably behind there, like because violence is built. Like someone said that we have fists because it's because we wanted to kill, like I think,
Jordan
I
B.
don't know.
Peterson,
I
bro.
don't know. Really?
That's our hands are clubs, basically.
Clubs. Ah,
That's
okay.
why we have a fist.
Yeah. So, and weapons used to be the extension of our. Now phones are our extension of our.
Yeah, because we're cyborgs.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Musk.
So Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So yeah. So here's to uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
For us being processed, we're not a thing. We're not a.
Not at all, no. I don't think so.